We talk often about our general health, diet, and exercise, but what about our mental health? Here with more insight, today's sponsor, Two Roads Wellness, Sasha Powell joins me. Sasha, glad to have you here today.
Thank you.
Yes, okay, so mental health is such an important topic. I think that, of course, it's important to take care of your body and all the other components that come with that, but our mental health is so important. Two Roads Wellness has so many different services that you guys offer of ways to help care for that. Let's talk about some of those.
So we have therapy services, which is what we started with, and then we have nurse practitioners who are also prescribing and managing medications for patients, as well as massage and infrared saunas and physical therapy, and then my department, which is kind of the nutrition genetic department that adds like that whole person individualized approach as well.
How do you take genes into consideration when it comes to navigating someone's mental health?
So everyone has a genetic predisposition for the way that their body processes stress with cortisol and COMT, which is a particular gene that breaks down that cortisol, caffeine sensitivities, and whether that triggers anxiety or disrupts sleep. We can look at the symptoms that you might be experiencing and actually help determine, based on your genes, whether or not those symptoms are specific to stress or anxiety or low mood or attention issues, and help the patient determine what their actual diagnosis should really be based on their genes and their symptoms together.
So if someone has an actual diagnosis, say maybe it's anxiety, for instance, what can you guys do to help them progress forward from that point?
So we can look at the genes that are contributing to the anxiety, if it's a serotonin issue or a dopamine issue or the cortisol issues. We can actually see what your genetic activity is and kind of manipulate that gene activity to either slow it down or make it work better, see if there are vitamin deficiencies like magnesium and things that we know contribute to managing anxiety, and make sure that we are using the whole person approach and looking at your lifestyle, your caffeine intake, your supplement intake, the foods you eat, your exercise, your meditation, all of those things to take into account for your treatment plan.
Yeah, so many factors that go into it that you guys, I'm sure, have to navigate. How do you learn someone's genetic history? I feel like that could be really complex to do.
It can be, and a lot of the direct-to-consumer tests provide some of those traits. So if you do an ancestry test, it may provide you with a little bit of trait information, but I can actually take that raw data file and upload it into a very specific program that we use, so I can actually see all of the real genetic predispositions and your percentile ranking for those. And it comes with very specific recommendations for your specific genes, so that you have your own treatment plan that may be different than someone else's.
Yeah, I feel like some people may be at the point where they're like, okay, I haven't been diagnosed, I haven't gone in to see anybody, but I feel like there's something going on. It's probably just worth the visit of discussing, I don't know anything, but I feel like something's off, and starting that conversation with you guys.
Yeah, because we can look at so many different types of information. It can be really overwhelming to try to look at that all on your own. So if we can help navigate that for you and help talk you through it and help you develop a plan so that you don't feel overwhelmed by all the information, we'd love to be able to do that.
I think having that plan too could be parallel with having kind of a source of hope of there's help available for this.
And we can work together as a team, so we can share that information with your therapist so that they're kind of guiding your treatment and your progression specific to what would be beneficial for you.
I feel like there's a stigma to help sometimes, but help is a totally okay thing. It's a resource that's available and meant to be used and utilized by our community, and Two Roads Wellness is a perfect first stop for that.
Yes.
Okay, how can people schedule that appointment?
You can call any of our 4 locations, or you can reach us at contact@tworoadswellnessclinic.com, and that goes to all of the locations to get you set up for your appointment.
There you go. And there is a look at all the phone numbers and their Facebook page if you want to keep up with all the work that they do there at Two Roads Wellness. We will also connect you with this information over on our website, ciLiving.tv. And of course, we do appreciate Two Roads Wellness for sponsoring today's segment.